Pacific Northwest, there is a special and hateful place these two schools have for each other in their hearts. From Jake Browning's point or Kenny Wheaton running back to score, this game has had plenty of moments, and maybe we'll get another classic in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene, as we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Washington Huskies, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Ducks will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Higgins. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Fires to the big fella. Still running at the 40. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. Pressure coming. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense you're hoping the run fix going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Looking for a deep man. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Got some room to run. He's at the 40. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Gore. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it up the 16-yard line.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on 3rd down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field.
Into the end zone. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
A first down run on the doorstep. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Got it behind the line. It's Hart. And that one did not work.
I love defenses that can tackle the catch. Right away, you're not giving up any yak. As soon as that player has the ball, he goes down now.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Motion from the wideout. Keeps it on the bootleg. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Never enough. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. Pulls it in down the middle. He's loose. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Huskies.
And a really nice job by the quarterback. He drops back. He knows where he's going with the football. You can tell. He sees this guy coming from left to right, running that post down the middle of the field, throws it. Perfect timing to his receiver. He catches the football, takes it into the end zone.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Makes a move. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. For decades, Washington dominated this rivalry. Then 1994, and the pick by Kenny Wheaton took it to the house. And since that moment, this rivalry has been on.
It's been so much fun to watch. For years, it had conference championship implications. We've seen Heisman Trophy implications in this one. More recently, college football playoff implications as well. Always fun when these two teams get together.
And it doesn't matter what conference they're in. We're always watching this matchup. All eyes are on this match. They don't like each other. A lot of animosity. The coaches don't like each other. The players don't like each other. This is going to be a great ball.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
They just keep firing. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Gives it on the option. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. There's the pressure. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
And at 3rd and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
Hey, you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. First play of the drive comes from the 41. They'll leave it with him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Spits it out to the back. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Here comes the heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Ducks decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Into a massive giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. A jet sweep pass. And they'll get enough for the 1st down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the 1st quarter. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. To the air on 1st down. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. What a great job they've done in Big Ten play up to this point, and you see them now feeling as if they can accomplish something big.
No doubt, Reese, and I think it's a great start to the season. Like, again, you have goals and you have midpoints to the season where you're at right now. This is where you wanted to be. You wanted to be in the mix in one of the best conferences in all of college football, and Jesse, they're doing that in the Big Ten.
Yeah, they've been able to handle the stage and handle the pressure. With every win, that makes the next game that much bigger, and they've shown up on big stages.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute baller.
They'll go to the ground. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Lofts one high and deep. And it's picked off right at the goal line. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, on offense, this is a tough place to run the football. Back in your own end, the defense is expecting you to do it, and that's why they're loading the box. This is a great opportunity to take a shot down the sideline to your best wide receiver in a one-on-one situation.
From his end zone, he'll go up top. He uncorks one deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The House of Loud is deafening on this third down. Backed up in their own end, just find some breathing room. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Great job by this defense. They started the drive with the offense backed up, in the shadow of their own end zone. Nice job being aggressive, keeping them there, and now they're going to have a chance to flip the field and really give their offense good field position.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. The defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. The give from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and the receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a 4th down. And the field goal unit is on the field. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. That is no good. And it is still a 4-point deficit.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Here's a heat. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
And on that run, he shows you his speed. When I think Oregon Duck running backs, LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, Jonathan Stewart, I think about guys that are burners, and when they got into the second level, they were gone. That's exactly what this guy is right here.
It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. Finds the tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
What a snag. How about that catch, man? When he threw the football, you're like, no, don't throw it. But the big fella says, it's my ball. I don't care if anybody's near me. He'll make the catch. That tight end just earned some money.
And the Ducks need to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. Got it in the middle, it's Marshall. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. There he goes. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. When the Huskies are moving on the ground like this, you will bow down to Washington.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, with all the rain they get out there in Washington, you better have a dependable ground game that you can go to and establish that tempo. Obviously, harder to throw the football in the rain, so dominant, physical trenches.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
To the air on second down. Going for it all. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Bringing it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll start this drive with a pass. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Ducks will call on their punt team.
Number 14, on to punt it away.
Just needs a crack to get a return. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Past the sticks, and he may get more. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, and if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third Looking to the big tight end. And they almost had another one. Rare is the occasion when you're happy to see fourth down, but it's better than throwing another pick. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. They'll look to pin them deep. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Power football with the run. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. He's going to throw deep right side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
This quarterback is getting frustrated, and you can see it now, right? They've had some possessions, but they only have a field goal to show for it. And he's now starting to take shots. That time, that was not the right look to throw it way down the field here at the end of the first half. But the defense loves this because right now, this quarterback is playing right into their hands.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. But give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. Made sure that one fell incomplete.
Throws to the wideout. He got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete.
Well, QB had the look he wanted. He liked throwing slants against man coverage. That time, though, got to be a little bit more accurate with the throw. It falls incomplete.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. Plucks it out of the air. Lots of running room. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
One of the things I love about this wide receiver, it's not all bombs and posts and go routes. 3rd and long, you just kind of run him not too far down the field. He makes the catch, and he's so dangerous, making moves, using his speed and elusiveness. He finds a way to get that 1st down and keep the offense on the field.
Takes the easy completion. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Washington wants to go quickly. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Lets it go to the end zone. And that is his 5th interception, and he comes out to try for 6. He'll be lucky. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. The give to the back. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll give it to the back. Fights off the defender. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Leaves it with the back. And the ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Not hard to figure out why they trail to start this third quarter. 3 first-half turnovers.
So if you're on offense, let's just stay out of our way and find out what happens here in the second half. We're not even giving ourselves a chance because we keep turning the football over. If we can do that, we've got a chance to come back in this game.
I think it's a crazy balance between being really aggressive in the second half and finding ways to make plays, but also not shoot ourselves in the foot, right? Like, they didn't live well on that in the first half. Let's see if they can be a little bit more aggressive while still taking care of the football.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Yeah, and you gotta love those matchups. When you get a running back matched up on somebody else, it's never going to be a cornerback. That's not going to happen. So finding a good matchup, getting that speed isolated, now I'm going to go attack and make some plays.
Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Give to the back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here on 3rd down. He might want another play. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Gore. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. And the Ducks have this offense rolling. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Trying play action. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And when you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that name? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of them.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Line getting set on 2nd down. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Got room on the return. The 30. He's at the 10. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Huskies.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Louisville is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Lamar Jackson should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Virginia Tech. Any big changes in this ACC clash? We've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
I love screen passes on offense, and you got to do them in different ways. To the running backs, you can do them to receivers, do them to tight ends. Didn't gain any yards on that one, but don't be afraid to dial that play up again later.
The play action fake. Forced out of the pocket. He's going to run it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Shoots it to the left. And it's incomplete on third down.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Slips through the line. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Breaks into the open. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always about as a defensive player. But man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming. You really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Throws toward the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
The run from the shotgun. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Running back searching for a hole. Open space at the 25. There he goes. The 40. At the 30. He's at the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. You know they love their track at Oregon. And when the gun goes off and he has open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get you the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
Throw to the end zone, picked off.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window, ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. top. He wants to go deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, no question where this quarterback is going to be trying to go with the football in this game, right? He's looking for his big play wide out, and the defense knows it. They had him double covered that time.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Looking to buy time. The screen, and watch out. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Really nice looking pass there. You think about all the great Washington quarterbacks, right? Warren Moon, the Heward brothers, Mark Brunell, Jake Browning. The greatest quarterback name in college football history, Sonny Six Killer. That guy was throwing seeds at the University of Washington. This dude right here putting on his best Sonny Six Killer impersonation.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Got enough for the first down and wants more. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed. They're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players.
Turning it on! Hard running there. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down. This offense tries to get rolling from its own 15 on 1st down. Running into the open space. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
He'll field it close to the 50. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. On the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And that is one the quarterback is going to wish he had back. Receiver wide open, and he just threw it way too far out in front of him. He's never gotten into a rhythm, guys. This is one of the more talented guys in the entire country.
He lets it fly. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their sixth straight win. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23. The Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Give to the running back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They go to the ground. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the right. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He leaves it with the back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. Here's the handoff. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
And the Ducks will punt this one away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. It'll be 3rd and long. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Gets it out across the 40, stopped short of the line to gain. They'll mark it at the 41, and might they choose to go for it here. Washington sends out the punt team. Makes a catch, wants to make a move upfield. Well, you don't see this very often, so much for fighting till the bitter end as they will concede defeat. It is steeped in animosity and laced in bitterness, and in this one, it is crowned with victory for Washington as the Huskies take down the Ducks. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.